I never believed in ghosts. Not the kind people talk about in stories. Not the ones that wait in the dark or whisper your name when you're alone. But there are some things you don't believe in until they start believing in you. This happened when I was 16. My name is Ion, and 3 years ago, my family moved to a place called Ravengate. It was one of those quiet hill towns where nothing ever seems to happen. No noise, no crowds, just long roads, cold wind, and a strange kind of silence that feels heavier than it should. At first, I thought it was peaceful, but after a few days, I realized something was wrong. Not obviously wrong, just unsettling. The neighbors didn't talk much. People avoided eye contact. And every evening, right before sunset, the streets would become completely empty, like everyone knew something I didn't. Our house stood at the very end of the road. Old, slightly broken, but cheap, which is exactly why my parents bought it. I didn't like it. There was always this feeling like someone was standing just out of sight, watching, especially at night. But everything really started on the third night, at exactly 7:13 p.m. I remember the time because it never changed. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. The message said, "Don't look outside your window." Now, I don't know about you, but when someone tells you not to look, that's the first thing you do. So I looked, and I wish I hadn't. Across the street, under the dim yellow streetlight, there was a girl, standing completely still. She wasn't moving, not even slightly. Her hair was long and dark, covering parts of her face. She wore a plain white dress that looked old, not dirty, just out of time. But the worst part wasn't how she looked. It was that she was staring directly at my window, at me. I froze, and right then my phone buzzed again. "I told you not to look." My chest tightened. I typed back, my fingers shaking. "Who are you?" For a few seconds, no reply. Then, "You won't remember me." That was the beginning. After that night, it became a pattern. Every single evening, at exactly 7:13 p.m., my phone would buzz, and she would be there, always under the same streetlight, always watching. Her name was Meher. At least, that's what she told me. At first, I was scared. I mean, anyone would be, right? But fear doesn't last forever. Not when it turns into curiosity. And curiosity turns into something else. We started talking more, every night, for hours. And the strange thing was, she knew me, not in a normal way. She knew things that no stranger should know. My favorite subject. The songs I used to listen to when I was younger. Even a lullaby my mother used to hum when I couldn't sleep as a child. Things I hadn't told anyone. At first, I thought it was some kind of joke. Maybe someone from my old school. But deep down, I knew it wasn't. Because there was something about her. Something that felt familiar. And slowly, I stopped being afraid. In fact, I started waiting for her. Days became boring. But nights felt alive. Because of her. One evening, I asked her something that had been bothering me. "If you can see me, why don't you come closer?" There was a long pause, longer than usual. Then her reply came, "Because if I come closer, you'll remember everything." I smiled. I thought she was just being mysterious. Dramatic, maybe. I didn't take it seriously. But that night, she moved, just a little, still far away, but closer than before. And for some reason, that made my heart race. A few days later, I found something strange in the house. A door in the basement. Locked. Old. Scratched from the inside. Like someone had tried to get out. When my mother saw me near it, she panicked. Not angry. Not annoyed. Afraid. "Don't ever go near that door again," she said. Her voice wasn't normal. That night, I asked Meher about it. And for the first time, she didn't reply immediately. Minutes passed. Then finally, that's where I died. I laughed nervously. Stopped joking. "I'm not." And something in the way she said it made me stop smiling. The next day, I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I searched old records, local news, and then I found her. Meher Khan, missing 3 years ago. Last seen near this house. No body was ever found. I felt cold because somehow I already knew it was her. That night, I didn't wait for her message. I texted first. Tell me the truth. A few seconds later, she sent me something. A photo. Old. Faded. A group of kids playing. Laughing. And there, I saw myself. Younger. Smiling. And standing right next to me was her. Alive. Happy. Like we knew each other. My heart dropped because I didn't remember this at all. And then it came back. Not all at once. In pieces. Like broken glass cutting through my mind. It was summer. We were playing hide and seek. She ran into the basement. The door slammed shut behind her. She started shouting, calling my name. Ayan, open it. I remember standing there, frozen, scared. I thought someone else would help. I thought it wasn't my responsibility. So I walked away, and her voice got quieter and quieter until it stopped. I dropped my phone. My hands were shaking. I didn't mean to. I whispered. The message came instantly. I know. I looked outside. She wasn't at the streetlight anymore. She was closer, much closer, halfway across the road. And now I could see her face clearly. Her eyes didn't look right. I waited for you, she texted. Every night. Every year. Tears filled my eyes. I'm sorry. There was a pause. Then, that's why I forgave you. But something about that felt wrong. Forgiveness shouldn't feel like fear. That night, something changed. I heard a sound from the basement. A slow creak. I turned. The locked door was open. On its own. Darkness poured out. Thick. Heavy. Like it was alive. My phone buzzed again. I didn't die because of the door. I froze. What do you mean? The reply came slowly. Something was already inside. And then I heard footsteps coming from the basement. Not normal footsteps. Too slow. Too heavy. Like whatever was walking wasn't human. I wasn't alone, she texted. It was hungry. My heart started pounding. I looked back at the window. She was gone. And then a whisper behind me. You shouldn't have remembered. I turned slowly. And she was there, inside my room. But she wasn't the same. Her smile was wrong. Too wide. Her eyes were empty. And something inside them was looking at me. Not her. Something else. I waited, she said softly. But not for your apology. Her voice changed. Deeper. Like two voices speaking at once. I waited to bring it to you. The shadows behind her moved. Something tall. Twisted. Shifting, watching me. You left me, she whispered. So now, she stepped closer. You stay with me. The next morning, I was gone. No broken doors. No signs of anything. Just my phone, lying on the floor. At exactly 7:13 a.m., a message was sent from it. Don't look behind you. And that night, at exactly 7:13 p.m., someone was standing under the streetlight. Not a girl, a boy, still, silent, smiling, watching a window, waiting. And inside that house, a phone buzzed. Unknown number. Don't look outside your window, because now it's your turn